Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, those who live in houses and apartments, and those who live in shelters and on the streets. My name is Henry Anderson. I'm a minister and kingdom servant who is a write-in candidate for the president of Atlanta City Council. I'm here to share with you something I shared with the City Council several weeks ago on how we can maximize human and physical development to help end wilderness living and poverty. What I mean by wilderness living is homelessness. Do we need to do this? Yes. According to Action Ministries, there are 75,000 people in the wilderness in Georgia during the course of a year. 58,000 are children. Georgia is the second worst state for child homelessness. Georgia is number 6 in unsheltered people. 2,766 veterans are living in the wilderness in Atlanta after defending this nation in foreign lands. 10,000 people are living in the wilderness any given night in Atlanta. It is a must we do something about these deplorable conditions. I'm aware of the efforts of some developers trying to obtain property from the city for $1 under the guise of building affordable housing, when the real reason is to increase their construction profits and expand their real estate and landlording businesses. I'm also aware of the $51 million to put a Band-Aid on homelessness. The City Council putting up $26 million via bonds, and United Way putting up $26 million. The Band-Aid plan is to use $7.6 million for renovation of shelters and $16 million to provide 500 housing units. We don't know as of yet what will happen to the remaining $27.4 million. Another Band-Aid effect is the current 1,500 people in emergency shelters and 1,300 in transitional housing. This Band-Aid solution will only serve to make the rich richer and the poor poorer. To end wilderness living and poverty, we must have a proper use of our human and physical potential. What I propose to do as president of the Atlanta City Council is to build self-sufficient communities. First, create a real estate and people development corporation. This business is to be owned and operated by persons living in the wilderness or have been homeless in the past. All stockholders must be or have had a wilderness experience. All labor must be done by persons who have had a wilderness experience. Because there are 10,000 homeless people on any given night in Atlanta, the first housing phase is to build 10,000 housing units. These units are to be condominiums and co-ops to turn homeless people into homeowners. The price will range from $40,000, $50,000 to $90,000 per unit. Price is based on the $50,000 and $40,000 that new homeowners was receiving in the past to live in the black community. Let's repair the damage of genocidal gentrification. Creative finance must take place to do this. $51 million will be raised to give each of the 10,000 families $5,000 as a down payment on their unit to be held in escrow. These monies will be used as collateral for bank or church loans. Yes, I said church loans. We have wealthy mega churches who can help their members and the homeless community obtain homes. The balance of the money for these units will come from sweat equity, tithing labor, and caring hours. To make these communities self-sufficient, the Real Estate and People Development Corporation will build commercial property that will include anchor stores, i.e. Kroger's, Target's, etc., and many malls and factories of many types. All businesses will be co-ops owned and operated by people who have had a wilderness experience. The city will generate revenue through taxes for the donated land. There isn't enough time to discuss the human development component, but rest assured, there is a plan. To make this happen, my goal is to raise $13,000, of which I won't take a red, white, or blue cent. The money will be used to hire wilderness men and women and teens to promote the mandated platform to make Atlanta the greatest city in the nation and role model for positive change. Keep in mind, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link, and a nation is only as rich as its poorest person. Let's work together to build on Atlanta's weakness by developing human and physical potential and eradicating homelessness in this great city. As president of Atlanta City Council, I will commit to solving one major social problem a year, beginning with wilderness living. Stay informed by visiting my website, www.henryanderson.org. Thank you, God bless you, and have a wonderful life.